Hey, Karina here from the Royalty Coach. If you landed on this video, it's because you are spending a ton of time writing your book because it really means something to you. Or you already wrote one, but your book is not selling. And of course you want it to sell. I'm so happy that you found me because if you didn't know that you have to package your book for the Amazon algorithm so that it can find it and push it to the right customer, then your book is not going to sell. So if you landed on this video, I'm so happy because you will discover my formula for packaging your book so the Amazon algorithm spreads the word that your book is live on Amazon and all the right people will want to buy it. You will start making royalties in the first month instead of waiting 4 months to make money. You will become an authority in your niche on Amazon, and your book is going to become an amazing lead magnet, attracting customers into your business. But until you understand how to package your book for the Amazon algorithm, none of this will happen. Before I get into my framework, let me tell you how I use this exact system with my very first book, which became the #1 bestseller in about 3 weeks, and how I use that book as a lead magnet into my business. I started my consulting business, and the #1 concern that I had at the time was how was I going to get a steady flow of customers into my business. I knew that I would have to work hard. I knew that I would have to probably go to a lot of events, maybe market in a lot of different places, maybe even put in some ads. The one thing that I didn't have was time. I'm a single mom. I had 2 small kids that I had to take care of. And to be honest with you, I knew that going to events and trying to market myself would take a lot of my time. I needed a better solution. I needed something quick. One time I was scrolling on LinkedIn and I saw that one of my colleagues posted that she just published a book. And she was asking people for reviews. She did a nice post saying, hey, could you go to Amazon today? Just download my book for free and then gave me your honest review because that would really help me as a brand new author. I knew that this is what I had to do. I called my friend, I congratulated her, and I asked her, I said, hey, listen, how did you go about this? Can you tell me what you did? Because this is exactly what I need to do. So she told me, I took the course. And within a couple of weeks, I realized that if I just took a course, this would take a very long time. I needed a quicker solution, so I signed up for coaching. I had a great coach. I published my book in 4 months, and within 3 weeks, my book was #1 bestseller. The moment I had that bestseller tag, that was the time to begin to bring my book everywhere with me, and I did. I brought it to every potential customer meeting. I would even send a copy to potential customers with a beautiful dedication to the person that I would interview with, or bid on a brand new job. Here's what happened. This gave me a huge advantage because I was showing up to meetings and people already had the opportunity to read my book. So what would happen is 9 out of 10 times I would win the bid. Within 3 months, I doubled my business. That's the power of a best-selling book. This is exactly what I will show you in my framework. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's jump into my framework, but stay till the end because at the end, I cover everything that you will get inside of my course that will literally change the way you publish. And if you are already published, but you're not making any sales, this will allow you to fix everything so that you will start to sell your book and potentially get the best-selling tag. So, the first thing you need to understand as a SME is how to create a best-selling book as an authority on Amazon so that you can not only become the authority in your niche, but you can build passive income and set your book up as a lead magnet into your business. Most courses don't teach experts how to publish their books because, unfortunately, most courses don't understand what SMEs, right, subject matter experts like us, actually need. If you want to get that best-selling tag on Amazon, this must happen before you publish. Number one, your manuscript is already full of your expertise, but it must be intentionally structured as a clear method so readers get hooked from page one. Number two, authority is built by designing your book correctly, meaning the title, the cover, the A+ content, the description, so it looks and feels like a recognizable brand people immediately trust. Third, you need to use keywords strategically so the Amazon algorithm clearly understands who the book is for and consistently shows it to the right buyer. Number four, to become profitable with your book in the first month on Amazon and hit #1 best-selling tag in any given category, you will need over 60 reviews. I go over this in my course. You will know exactly what to do and how to do it. Number five, your book has very little chance of becoming a bestseller without Amazon ads. This is a critical part of your publishing business. And in the course, I describe exactly when to start ads, who to use for ads, and how to do it yourself if you can't afford a company. Not a problem. But in order for you to sell, for as long as you are on Amazon with your book, your ads must be running. All right, let's talk about the very first one, which is your book creation phase. Here, in this step, you need to ensure your idea will actually sell. Okay, so we need to have an idea and we need to check in through something I call proof of concept to figure out if this idea will sell or not. Are people looking for this on Amazon or not? I have a whole system and I talk about it. Then we need to organize into step-by-step framework. Okay, you can't just throw stuff on paper like I did. I had to actually organize my thought process. The customer had to understand clearly what my method is. Then I needed to set up my book as a lead magnet so that it can attract customers to me. There is an absolute fantastic way to do that. Let's talk about the brand setup, because this is where every single subject matter expert somehow misses, and it's probably because no one really teaches. People on Amazon, when they're looking for you, for your information, they first need to understand who you are and why should they trust you. They need to understand what are you teaching them and why does it matter for them. This goes back to something that we call the WIFM. What's in it for me? That's what WIFM stands for. What's in it for me, author? I'm the center of the universe. Tell me, why would that matter to me? Thirdly, the brand needs to tie in with your website, potentially your logo. It will tie in with your cover, with your colors, with your vibe, with the way people actually understand what you stand for, your voice, your tone, and your message. When we jump into the keyword phase, this is where related keywords in your title, your back end, your A+ content, your description, and everywhere else, they really, really matter. This is where we design this specifically for the algorithm. This helps the algorithm push your book forward to the customers that are actually looking for what you're selling. We need to choose related categories properly, and I see this done wrong so often that I have a whole lesson in my training about this so that you fully understand why the keyword phase is so important and how you would choose your categories that are the right categories for your actual topic. In the review phase, I will teach you how to use your network, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, to push your book and market it to everybody. Now, if you don't have a network or you hate social media like many people do, don't worry. I gave you actual links of companies that I personally work with that will literally do this for you so that you don't have to worry about a thing. These companies are reputable, they are awesome, and they've been around for years. The next thing that I talk about is how you use review sites that will promote your book. Because listen, if you can promote your book to 500,000 people, 1,000,000 people, every single time you have a free promo day, would you not want to do that and get literally reviews for free? That's what needs to happen in the first month. Then we talk about how to do all of this in a pre-launch phase. That's right. There is a pre-launch, a launch, and a post-launch phase. If you didn't know this, don't worry. I covered this. Then the final step is your Amazon ads phase. My friends, here's what's important. I talk about when you need to start ads and how do you start ads properly. I even give you my personal people that do my own ads so that if you're not good at this, if you don't know how to do it, or you plainly don't have the time, no worries. There are amazing companies out there who will handle this, and they are not that expensive. The other thing is if you do want to DIY it yourself, there's an actual lesson in this training that will teach you how. If not, don't worry. You will have the experts' links that you can choose from. Then I talk about why it's important to tweak your ads on a weekly basis, because here's the thing. Amazon ads will learn all about your listing, but you have to train it, right? This is why we tweak all the ads every single week. And lastly, we never shut them off. If we want our books to make money, we never shut them off. For as long as our books live on Amazon, ads are running. So my friend, if you want to be known as the go-to expert, if you want to establish undeniable authority in your niche on Amazon, if you want to attract high clients, like high-level people with almost no effort, the way I did with my bestseller, or if you want to hit #1 bestseller, which of course you would want that, because it becomes a massive, literally like passive income asset, like you attract clients to you. And if you want to give the recognition, which you deserve, because if you're anything like me, you've been in your industry for years, you understand your industry, you know your stuff, you know exactly what you need to do, then you have to understand how to package your book so that Amazon knows it's live and it works for you. It's like surfing. Once you hit that wave, my friend, it's the wind that takes you. So let Amazon take you. Okay, let me jump in and let's talk about what you actually get in the course. Let's jump into exactly what you will be getting in this course. Now, this course is absolutely for subject matter experts or people, right? Publishers who are already on Amazon and are trying desperately to figure out what went wrong, why their books are not selling. This will make things so much more clear. So notice that you are getting a whole bunch of different things here. So let's start with module 1. In module 1, I go directly into showing you how the Amazon's algorithm actually works, because here's the issue. Most people begin to create their books not for the algorithm. People create their books for the customer or what they think the customer might want. But Amazon has no idea who to actually place your book in front of and why. It can't figure out what the book is about. It doesn't understand your topic. There is no keywords. You're missing so many different things. So right in module 1, we're jumping into deciphering the algorithm so that you can understand moving forward every single book that you do. If you decide to do more than one book, how the algorithm actually works. Then we jump into module 2. Here we have 3 amazing lessons. I'm talking about crafting the title that actually gets you found and clicked. Listen, there's so many people, when I look at their titles make so much sense to them. And you know, I love the fact that people are super innovative, that they have really cool titles, that they think, wow, this is such a great title, I love it. The problem is it's not designed for the algorithm. So Amazon has no idea what your book is about. That's lesson 1. And lesson 2, we're talking about covers. I mean, covers that literally will make the customer stop. They will stop instead of scrolling through and looking at other books below. They will stop on yours because the cover will be so beautiful, so grabby, right? It will grab their attention, and it will be so clear what this book is about, because there's different ways to show that off. Then I jump into positioning, because here's the thing. If you're not positioning your book with the right keywords and the right categories, and you don't understand actually what positioning is, then you have to see this lesson. Now remember that not only this are you getting the lessons, but you're also getting the links to my favorite freelancing companies, the people that I have worked with for the last 6 years. So you're getting a bonus also. Right after you've completed the cover lesson, you get to have a call with me where you and I will discuss if you're on the right path, what you need to tweak, and you're going to get personalized feedback on your cover. Then in module 3, we're talking about the 2 most important things, which is reviews, how to build trustworthy reviews so that they drive your sales. This lesson is phenomenal. Not only that, but you're also getting my favorite company, okay, for free. The link is in there, and you get $50 off just by using my link for reviews. So if you're struggling with reviews, if you're not a social media person, if you don't have a huge database of customers, this lesson alone is worth all the money. Then I talk about Amazon ads. I teach you how to do it if you're going to do it yourself. But if you're not doing it yourself because you honestly, 1, can't be bothered, or 2, just have no idea how to run ads, you also get my favorite people that I've worked with for 6 years to actually take that off your hands completely, and they will run your ads for you. Look, you need to invest in yourself and in your book because it will make money. That is the only way that your book will make money. Okay, you know what to do. You have everything that you need in this course. The next thing is for you to click the link below and grab it so that you reserve your place. Listen, there won't be another time where I will offer this training at this price. So go ahead, click that link, and I'll see you on the inside.